everybody, the Certified Standard, and today I'll be talking about something that I'm really excited to do because it's my first full complete uniform, or my first full complete impression. And this is due to my poll. Y'all have asked for this. It was close for some reason. I wasn't expecting it to be that close. But yeah, so today we're going to be talking about a full late 1967 impression for the 1st Infantry Division, 28th Battalion, 1st Infantry Regiment, 28th Battalion being the Black Lions. So yeah, let's get started. So first things first, we have the uniform set. We have 3rd Pattern Jungle Fatigues, which were introduced in 1967 to the 1st Infantry Division. For the trousers, right now they're washed. They just got washed. That's why they're so wrinkly and dark, because I went airsofting, and same with why the boots are dirty and why these are being washed is because I went airsofting. This got paint on it because the paintball field as well, and those are just muddy, which is good. So yeah. But I got a trouser belt. This is the correct Vietnam era trouser belt. It's reproduction. Fatigues are reproductions. Got a scarf. It's a nylon scarf. This was used by the 1st Regiment of the 20th Battalion. They used either of these parachute nylon material as scarf or 3rd Pattern Jungle Fatigue. Or, wow, 3rd triangle bandages. There we go. Messing up all my words today. Triangle bandages as scarves. That was kind of a unit identification, kind of similar to the black scarves. For patches, we have the 1st Infantry Division patch. This is the colorized big red one. The 1st Infantry Division kept the colorized patches. They didn't switch to subdued because they were too prideful of the fact of the big red one. Now I have rank pins on the collar right now. I used to have patches. I got rid of them. I took sewing them off because NCOs typically wouldn't have rank patches later in the war due to them not wanting to be identified by snipers and BC. So they would stick to rank pins, and even then rank pins were becoming more popular between all soldiers. So I have rank pins on there. They would be taken off for combat, which I'll demonstrate when we go to the second segment of this video. But this is an option to do in 67. You could also see these in 68. 69 is going to be rare to see it. But rank patches really were phased out by 1969, 1970. Although some soldiers may still have them, I doubt it, though. You could find photos and prove me wrong. But especially for NCOs, you would not see rank patches past 1968. For the boots, I have... Oh, also these have pocket leather and everything. For the boots, I have more military reproduction, 3rd Pattern, fiber sole, jungle boots. Oh, looks like we got an airsoft bullet in there. Oh, come on. How'd you get? Ooh. There we go, got it. I got fiber sole, 3rd Pattern jungle boots. These are really good reproductions. They're just like originals. They are 66 dated. Oh, I forgot to mention, this is 68 dated. This is 69 dated. Again, not originals, but they date their repros, which is pretty cool. And they're really muddy right now, which is great. It's good for the aesthetic look. Now for the field cap, I have the Army baseball cap. This is the 2nd pattern one, which wasn't introduced until 1970. So I do have to go get a 1st pattern, which I will. But this is the hot weather baseball cap with a rank pin on there, Staff Sergeant. They were not very popular. They were regarded as hot and not really good for the hot weather. So they ended up being replaced with boonie hats by 1968 and later on. For the helmet, I have my original M1 helmet. It's a Vietnam era one with a rear seam. I have an early war Vietnam liner, original with original chin straps. Sweatband's the only thing that's reproduction. Everything else is original. Got a photo from home in there. And then on the top, I have my original, pretty minty Mitchell camouflage helmet cover that is 74 dated. So that's really cool. I do love that thing. And the fact that I have no helmet band, you really started seeing that by 67 for 1st Infantry Division. It's like a 40-60 thing where 60% had it, 40% didn't. It's weird. I don't know why, but there's a good amount of 1st ID soldiers who didn't have helmet bands. Now moving on to the web setup, I have it's all on a 1st pattern M56 belts. I have two second pattern M56 ammunition pouches with some wooden blocks in there. They each have one M61 lemon grenade. Then next to that, I have the M56-61 butt pack. These were used by a lot of 1st ID guys early in the war and up until 67. You still saw them a bit in 68 and 69. However, rucksacks really replaced the use of a butt pack. Now, some units had rucksacks far before, you know, when you arrive, you have your rucksack, all that. However, the butt pack was the tried and true for early Vietnam soldiers, and especially going into marching order, they didn't really actually wear rucksacks, except for some certain battalions, but I don't think the 28th did, but with rucksacks. So I have a butt pack, and it is loaded down as much as possible. 1st ID was notorious for this, along with other groups. So I have my original 64 dated poncho, and then I have 2 original canteen covers. One's the 2nd pattern, I think that's dated 68. And then I have a 64 dated 1st pattern canteen cover, both original canteens. This one is 64, and this one is 66 dated. Then on top, I have an original M51 or M56 entrenching tool cover that is dated 1960, and an M51 entrenching tool that is dated 1967. And it is hung on the top. Then I have my M8 bayonet. It's an original M8 bayonet. This is the bayonet for the M16. It could be on the belt, or another option is being right here where it was made to be on the shovel carrier. However, I'm not having it there. I like it better on my belt. Then I have the 2nd pattern M56 suspenders. These are the long variants, and as you can see, they're not adjusted at the moment. I just got them and put them on, and I don't have the time to adjust them, so I'll adjust them later. But yeah, I have long suspenders. Then I have a M56 bandage pouch with an original bandage and all the other contents that would go in there. And then I have a C-Rat stock, which hangs on the back with some just cans in there. And these were used at the time, and they would continue to be used. However, with the rucksack, you could either have it on your butt pack, or what other things soldiers did was they would tie it to their suspenders and have it laying on their back, such as I have portrayed. Then for my weapon of choice, I have an M16A1. This is an airsoft gun, crappy one, doesn't work. Got a sling that I actually need to replace because it's tanned reproduction. Now this won't be my main firearm for 68 and 70. That will be next M77E1, which is the carbine variant of the M16. However, that wasn't really issued to standard infantry until around 68, 69. So, of course, you won't be seeing that in 67. And when I do the video, I will not have one. However, I will be borrowing one from a buddy from my McAfee Saga Squad leader for events. However, I will not have one of my own, so it won't be in a video. Well, it will be, just not, in a uniform video. So, yeah. Alrighty, let's go see what it looks like on me.
Alright, now I'm going to go over what the uniform looks on me. Looks like on me. First, we're going to do a marching order, then we'll do combat. Before I do that, though, I want to talk about some of the things I forgot to mention in the first section, and also some basic information on 1st ID. So, for basic information on 1st ID, the 1st Infantry Division was in Vietnam from 1965 to 1970, and Bin Ho, with the headquarters at Da Nang, and also stationed at La Caille. And the 28th Battalion Black Lions were specifically stationed at was it Phu Vinh, I think it was. I'm not Vietnamese. Don't roast me for my pronunciations. I don't know how to speak Vietnamese. And then some things I forgot to mention was, well, the shovel, the entrenching tool, would more likely be right here on your side with the bayonet attached onto it, which I'll probably start doing from now on because this is heavy as I'll get out. I did not realize how much weight actually is distributed on the back. So I'll probably be doing that from now on for a marching order impression. I just wanted to show that that is an option, having it back here. I wouldn't suggest it, but the side is also the main area you'd probably have it. I have no collar or rank pins because they took those off during combat. So this is the basic uniform on me. Of course, we have the ammunition pouches with the web belt and red setup. We got canteens on the butt pack with the loaded butt pack with the entrenching tool and the poncho. and my bayonet's on my side. I have my helmet, my scarf is on me, and then I have my third pattern jungle boots on that, and of course the firearm being the M16A1. But yeah, this is the basic marching order for late 1967. Of course, we also have the C-Rat stock on the back as well. And yeah. All right, now we're going to just do a quick show of what it looks like in combat. Now this is the standard combat equipment. This is the setup you would have for when if you're under attack at a base, or if you're going on a shorter patrol, short combat mission. Basically, this is how you would set up your equipment if you're only going to be fighting for about a day or two. Basically, it's the same thing as marching order, but we get rid of the butt pack and we put the canteens on the web setup. This basically how the point of the butt pack and eventually rucksacks, what those allow you to do is be able to fight longer, as you can hold a lot of food and other things in there that you would need for more sustained combat. However, if you're only going to be facing probably a couple, maybe a day or two of combat, all you need is this, because you can put your C-Rats and other extra things in your pockets. Again, you have two big cargo pockets on your sides that you can put things in. So really, this is what you see a lot of photos of soldiers in when they're not on patrols, and this is a very common setup you would see. Now, I do have it. I forgot to mention a couple things in my other parts. Yes, these are shot on different days because I'm busy. I will say how I have my equipment set up is important for the time period. You'll see a lot of really weird setups, but those don't start being seen until about 68 or around there. However, NCOs and officers try to look like standard infantry, so they would try to make their equipment look basically like standard like lower ranks. However, you could tell an NCO and officer basically because their equipment looked just like this. It was the standard setup, which is 2 ammo pouches and 2 canteen pouches. There wasn't really any variety. They all looked the same. The one thing I do have, and officers would have a pistol, so that's a good identification for that. One thing I also have is my first aid pouch is pointed downwards. This is something you see a lot, and this is to, when you open it, the bandage kind of just falls out instead of you having to, when it's upwards, having to pull up and out of the bandage and out of the thing, and you just, instead, in this case, the bandage just falls straight out. It's also really hard to put back in, apparently. There we go. But yeah, that's really about it for this impression. I know it wasn't a whole heck of a lot. I also forgot to talk about my dog tags, actually. I do have my dog tags on me. They're not technically period correct, but whatever. I will show those off in the next video I do, which will be a arrival video, which I think will be pretty cool. I'll hopefully get that up, shoot that tomorrow. But yeah, anyways, thank you all for watching this video. I'm glad to actually have like a first full impression video out there. Hopefully this one was pretty good with the editing, and yeah, that's really about it. I will have some more impression videos coming out soon, and hopefully some more content as well. So yeah, anyways, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.